Evening guys, coming to you from inside the shed today. I am reshooting an intro I did for the new Malt setup that I've constructed. I've used a windscreen wiper motor, a few 2x4s, a length of 25mm pressure PVC pipe, which would be better with metal as it flexes a little bit too much, but I'll show you that in a sec. And a couple of wheels, little casters from the hardware shop, and I think I said a blue food grade 44-gallon drum. So we'll get into it, shall we? Okay, so this is the setup. It's the food grade drum, as I mentioned. This is some truck tyre inner tube, just to aid with traction on the runners. There's another length of it, a bit of vinyl, I know what I'm saying, pipe or tube wrapped around. It's screwed on in the odd places, you can see just there. Again, to aid with traction, another bit of that. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, the back of it. So yeah, small square frame, just narrower than the drum. There's our casters. There's one just there, and another one just at the back there, as you can see. Now, the other side, we have the windscreen wiper motor, the length of PVC pipe which runs down the side and attaches to a bearing at the end. Now, as you can see, it has a fair bit of flex in it. When it's loaded up, it flexes even more, and that section just there will actually rub. It's not really a problem, it still seems to be turning. I can do more, modify more malt in this than my dryer will happily handle, so it's more than enough. So I'm able to malt enough grain per week to make, well, I'll be able to malt about 7 kilos of grain a week. Not be able, I am able. Let's turn the light on. So internally, you can still see there's a bit of malt stuck onto the baffles. There's 2 baffles, 1 baffle, 2 baffles, 1 baffle. So just spread around so they grip the grain and turn it. So instead of it just sitting in a big pile down the bottom and not being aerated and turned, I have to make a proper door for the front of it. But at the moment, I just have a bit of flywire that I just screw to the front. That seems to work fine. There's a couple of other holes that I've cut in the back just for a bit more air ventilation, which again is covered with flywire. It works extremely well. It's set and forget. Just runs off a small 12-volt power supply. You could probably use an old computer power supply and get them for nothing. And the whole thing just runs on a small timer. So it does this for about a minute every 2 hours, just to turn over the grain. she's well and truly malted. If you can see, well and truly malted. In fact, this is, I haven't checked it, it's well over modified because okay, so this is over modified. There's the rootlets, and as you can see, the shoot has come out the top of the grain, which is too much. What I normally do, if I can get it to focus, is I will put my fingernails down either side and tear the grain open just like that, and then that will let you see the root, the shoot. Then you want the shoot to be just at the tip of the grain, not further out than it is there. Here's one that's pretty good, because they will modify at different rates. That one there is probably perfect. There's the back. If you look, there's a little slot down one side. That's not the side the shoot's on. The shoot is on the smooth side. So you put a fingernail just either side. Put a fingernail just to either side of the smooth side, just like that, and squeeze and tear it open. Now if the camera will pick it up, well, I should be able to pull it out. There we go. That there is the shoot in its position where it was. As you can see, it's the full length of the grain. That's fully modified. That's where you want most of them to be, just like that. Okay. You will always go to the point where some will, if I can get it in shot, will be just poking out the top, just like that one. As you can see, it's just coming out. That's fine. So you want some of them like that, and that's about perfect. Yeah.